mid-spine. Upper jaw was still infected. 111.99. Great 5 days. Glands reduced in size and tenderness. Sleeping well. She had a better attitude. Did physical corrections of dorsal disc and solved that problem. The patient is continuing with the program and is doing well. She went on to get well. Case number 3, Mrs. MS, 9/12/99. This 47-year-old woman came into me by way of the web. She used the public library. She had fibromyalgia for 15 years. She reported that a year ago or so, her hair analysis had mercury going off the chart. I explained to her that that was good and confirmed the diagnosis, but the problem was with the mercury that her body could not eliminate. Her virus was at the Epstein-Barr. She read and reread the information that was provided and felt that on a gut level it was indeed correct. The chiropractor consulted was seeing her daily, which at once was reduced to as necessary, since the treatments were making her even more inflamed, but relieved her respiratory problem for a short time, as she had a severe dorsal disc lesion which was affecting her diaphragm. On 9/15/99, nutritional support was begun. 9/22/99, only 2 chiropractic visits were given and her energy had greatly increased. Her sleep patterns were becoming better and she felt rested afterwards, which is a reversal of one of the many symptoms. On 10/3/99, only 1 chiropractic adjustment and she had begun an exercise program walking 4 miles daily. Her mercury levels were rapidly down to D30, and she was rapidly eliminating from her system. The Epstein-Barr virus was gone. We increased her Platinum Plus to 8 a day as she habitually did not eat much protein food. Added protein to her diet in the form of 2 to 4 eggs per week, which she had thought were bad for her, as well as more fish and cheeses. This case is responding more rapidly than usual for a condition which has existed for this many years. The treatment is ongoing as of this writing. Conclusion. This condition, more than any other, spotlights the stubborn lack of progress, especially in the chiropractic profession, since the other professions have not had presented to them the brilliant discoveries of some of our great researchers. When full knowledge of the sequence of events is known, the reversal of these compounded conditions is routine. The fact that even the most recent graduate has not the faintest idea of what's going on under his or her hands is not her fault. The profession, despite the academic window trimming, is mired in a 19th century where it started. Even as laypersons can readily determine the state of the art is inadequate, and it is shameful that the college presidents that are contacted say, put it in a journal. Chiropractic and osteopathy have had special treatments that were intimately connected with the body. They also had the heaviest burdens because to contribute to the patient's lasting health and maintainment, they had to explain more than any other profession why these events, distortions, etc., and the physiology and pathology were occurring. The cry is always for more research. The research is already accomplished. Medicine does not always bother with finding the true cause, but is very adept at prescribing remedies that cover up symptoms. In the treatment of fibromyalgia, it is clearly NSAIDs. The medical profession does as much or even more harm than a chiropractor because it is contributing to the already present cartilage degeneration and presenting more poisons for an already overwhelmed liver. I, for one, have chosen the route of bringing this knowledge to those that are ready in all the professions and directly to the suffering people. This route is growing steadily and is a source of great satisfaction. My entire life that has more than adequately prepared me for this mission. While I readily accept help in submitting these facts and findings to scientific channels, as yet no research director seems interested, but perhaps when the doctors that we have taught have seasoned, a champion will appear. There's a great gulf between doctors like myself and the orthodox practitioner. I illustrate it thusly. The gulf is a 30-foot wide gulf, and the chiropractor is a 10-foot jumper. Who among you is ready to become a 40-foot jumper? And it goes on here to say that I graduated from Lincoln Chiropractic and went to Spears Chiropractic Hospital. I served in the submarine service in World War II. That I appeared on radio and television, have books and DVDs that we have done, and that basically we're an okay guy. That concludes the article, and now we'll talk about then versus now and the current treatment that we have, which is always a dynamic. It's always improving. And we have now the reasons for our failures and the reasons why we turn those failures into joy. So if you join us next time, we'll talk about what 1999 has become in 2009, and thank God for it.